Good afternoon. As persons are aware, the Ministry of Social Development has been coordinating a food distribution program for households who have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Since we commenced operations on 28 May, 3,814 persons have benefited from the food hampers and hot meals. 346 households were benefited were in quarantine, and several of these households received packages on more than one occasion due to the length of time of their quarantine period. Another 890 households had members who had either lost their jobs or had reduced income because of the pandemic or the lockdown period. Food hamper delivery will continue tomorrow and Friday. I must point out that non-responses of persons who have applied has been one of our challenges. So I'm asking persons who have applied and have not received your food hamper as yet, if you must leave your home tomorrow and Friday, please keep your phones close at hand, as our drivers will be calling you for directions to your home. In addition to the food hampers, the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board has pledged 1,300 food vouchers to vulnerable households, valued at $200 each. In the past, the figure I would have announced was 1,250. They have since added an additional 50 vouchers, making the total 1,300 food vouchers. The vouchers will be distributed between St. Kitts and Nevis with an 80-20 split, meaning 1,040 will be for families in St. Kitts and 260 for families in Nevis. The vouchers will be redeemable at Rams Supermarket and Hosford's Value Mart. These two vendors have also pledged to add an additional 10% to the value of the vouchers. A total of 720 names have already been submitted for the voucher program. The names would have been forwarded by the NEMA district management teams. And we expect that these vouchers will be delivered from the Social Security Board by tomorrow. So distribution will commence shortly. We wish to thank all the persons, businesses who have contributed to the food distribution program. It is a long list, so I won't go through everybody, but you can see it on the screen. But there are a few I'd like to point out especially. 869 To Go would have volunteered with us during the lockdown days, and it would have really given us a boost in getting more packages out to persons who would have applied. We've also had the Antioch Baptist Church, who on some occasions provided meals for our team while we were busy packing. The Governor General's office, who helped us with our issue of storage facility for cold stuff. Next slide. Also at the Transportation Subcommittee. So we would have worked closely with Mr. Jason Clark, who has been assigned to that committee, who helped us immensely, the Water Department, the Moravian Church, who provided 200 meals for vulnerable families. Real White Entertainment, who we partnered with, the Ministry of Education, school bus drivers, Ministry of Health, and many others who, although their names would not appear here, as some persons prefer to be behind the scenes, but we still want to extend heartfelt thank you to these persons. Their efforts would have made a difference to the vulnerable families out there. And I have the evidence because we've been receiving voice notes, text messages with persons saying thank you. We've even had one person who called to pray for us. For this initiative, we selected officers who we know to be industrious, committed, and reliable. And these officers have exceeded our expectations. So a special thank you to these officers also. as we prepare for the limited day of operation tomorrow and Friday, before I leave, I must encourage persons. If you must leave your home, please remember to practice social distancing and adhere to all the other recommended methods to prevent further spread of the COVID-19 pandemic in our beloved country. Thank you.